I mean, it has been a long day, a long week, a long month, but it's time for a favorites video. Alright, I'm dancing to no music, so this is getting awkward. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Neghin, for those of you that are new, and for those of you returning, thank you so much. This is the first favorites video of 2020. Woo! I need to see if I can find an applause, what's it called? Sound effect. Alright, I have in front of me a bunch, not a lot, but a good amount of favorites products. The past 6 weeks, even though this is January favorites, it kind of pinks off from the end of mid to end of December. What was I saying? Pregnancy brain. It's a real thing, people. Basically what I'm saying, it's a lot of really random stuff because the past 6 weeks I've been traveling, I've been sick, I've had allergies. You can still sound, you can probably tell from the sound of my voice, or maybe you can't because I've basically been sick all of January on YouTube. I'm still a little nasally, a little congested, but not sick. So, it's a lot of stuff. We're gonna cover hair, a little bit of makeup, a little bit of skincare, some pregnancy stuff. Yeah, let's not make this video 1,200 years long, and let's get into it. I'm not gonna do this in any particular order. I'm not even gonna go from section to section because everything's kind of mumble jumbled around on my table. So I'm just gonna pick up things, I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna tell you why it's my favorite for the month of January, a little bit of December 2019. And yeah, let's do it. Okay. My ride or die, my best friend this past month, the reason I can breathe at night and throughout the day, Vicks Vapor Rub. I'm obsessed with this product. It kind of reminds me of my childhood in a weird way because it was I don't like taking medicine. I think I got that from my mom. She was always very much into holistic stuff, old school Persian remedies. But the one thing we would always use when we couldn't breathe is Vicks Vapor Rub. So I literally rub this all over my nose, on my chest. I would probably slather it all over my body. I know it sounds disgusting, but I'm obsessed with it. But it does help. It also says, I didn't know you could do this, but it's a cough suppressant. You can put it on your neck and it'll help, I don't know, because it's kind of mentholy, I guess help you not cough as much. I never use it for that. It's almost like it was written into a script, cough on command, right? But you guys, Vicks Vapor Rub, my ride or die, my best friend of all of January. I was really sick, and I don't like taking medicine, like I said, in general, but definitely not when I'm pregnant. So this was basically the only thing that kept me alive. This and lemon ginger shots and soup. So I guess those are kind of part of my favorites for month of January, but they're not here. So number one, Vicks Vapor Rub. All right, the next two favorites kind of go hand in hand. So I started using, and I'm probably gonna butcher the name of this. It's Fuchsia, something Shaw. But basically what you use this tool for, it has a bunch of different corners and edges, and it's made to do lymphatic drainage, make your face look more sculpted, depuff, all of these amazing things. I really started getting into this, I would say actually about 3 months ago. So this is way more than a January favorite. But I realized I've always had a very skinny, structured face. So when I started putting on the pregnancy weight, the first place I started noticing it was my face. And I know it's not noticeable for most people, but for someone who knows what their face structure looks like, even a pound or two on my face makes the world of a difference. Actually, probably half a pound if we're being real. So I started getting really into this. I basically use it every morning and just define my face. I think I should do a video on this. You don't have to be pregnant to use this. I know a lot of people who aren't pregnant who swear by this. A lot of models who use it, but basically it's just for me to make sure my face doesn't look extra puffy. And then especially in the month of January, it has been another ride or die because on top of being pregnant, I've been sick, so I've been like extra puffy. Not cute, right? So this has been a lifesaver. Oh, also keep this in your fridge. If you have a beauty fridge, keep it in there. If not, your normal refrigerator will do well. It'll just become really cold because it's jade, and it just helps like really compress everything because it's ice cold. So I swear, as soon as I picked up the Fix Vapor Rub, my body's like, I need it. No, it's like my nose is ready. What the heck? All right, we're good though. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna trek through this. All right, so with the geisha? It's not geisha. Oh my god, I don't know why I can never remember the name / how to pronounce it. But you do not want to use this on dry skin. You need to make sure your face is like oiled up, it's moisturized, it's ready to go, because the last thing you want to do is tug on your skin. The whole point of doing this is to make sure your skin looks youthful and sculpted and everything. You don't want to tug and cause like premature wrinkles. So what I use is the fresh sea berry moisturizing facial oil. I basically take that much. It's almost a whole syringe. I'm gonna put some on my hands because my hands are so dry, and rub it together, and then I lather it on my face, my neck, a little bit under my eyes, even though I also use eye cream when I want to make sure I'm going in there. But basically, just make sure your face is moisturized, it's oiled up, it's ready to go, because you do not want to tug on your face no matter what, whether you're using that tool, another tool, no tugging. Same thing goes with the jade roller. So this oil is the one thing I've realized I've been able to use. It's like one of like, I want to say like 2 or 3 facial oils that I can use that does not break me out, because I have super sensitive, acne prone skin, and this is one of like 2 or 3, but this just happens to be the one I've been reaching for, and it's filled with like omegas 3, 6, 7, 9, as sea buckthorn. Like, it just has all this amazing stuff. I'm a huge fan of the brand Fresh Beauty too, so yay to that. I guess this is actually another product that kind of is in that family, because it's like an oil stick. Well, this one's actually a serum stick, but this is the Tatcha serum stick. So I went to an event for this, like the launch of this sometime in December, and then I didn't actually start using it until my flight to New York at the end of December, because it moisturizes your face. It like almost feels like you're putting on an oil, but it's packed with like serums and vitamins and all this amazing stuff. But it's a stick, so you can easily take it on a plane, throw it in your bag, do whatever you want with it, and not have to worry about something like this like exploding and spilling all over. So I just do this, and I literally like on the plane glide it on, then rub it in, and it like becomes part of my routine. So I'm not gonna lie, I mainly reach for this when I'm traveling, but I've been traveling a lot in January, even though it's just been a lot of like weekend trips. But this is like, it basically lives in my purse, because when I'm feeling dry or whatever, I just take this and put it on. You can even actually apparently use it over makeup. I don't do that. I might like rub it on my finger and then kind of like smooth out my makeup a little bit with it, but normally I go in right away. And one really cool thing I learned about this serum stick at the launch party is it does not contain any water. And the reason I bring that up, and the reason that's so cool, is because water attracts bacteria, and bacteria basically needs water to like grow and survive and thrive. So without that, you don't actually have to worry about bacteria growing on this stick. So that's also really cool. I still wipe it down once in a while, just because like I'm a germaphobe and I want to be careful. But yeah, it's cool. You don't need to. All right, let's do a little bit of hair. I don't like washing my hair. I don't think most women do. I have very few friends. I actually have only one friend who I know who washes her hair every day. Everybody else, I don't think they do. Anyways, it's also not the best thing for you. The only time I will disagree with that statement is if you're doing a hair treatment that requires you to wash your hair every day. And the reason I say that is because I have been doing a hair treatment on and off to help. It's really hard for me to talk about that because it's actually really personal and like a really sore subject. But I started having like bald patches, and basically I don't know if I technically have alopecia, but that's what one doctor referred to it as. Basically, I started losing chunks of hair, and I did do this hair treatment, and maybe I should do a whole video on that. But yeah, I just got really sad for a second. But during that time, I had to wash my hair every day. Anyways, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic. We're gonna get into that later. Generally speaking, I don't like to wash my hair. My high pony, it's like up here, and it makes me look like, I guess this is what I would look like if I had short hair again. But anyways, one of my favorite dry shampoos, I think I've written, or at least included, I don't think I've written only a blog post about this, but this has definitely been included in several blog posts, is the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. IGK has 3 different dry shampoos, or at least 3 that I'm aware of, and it's basically like a light, medium, like heavy duty. The charcoal is like the heavy duty one. Like if you haven't washed your hair in a week, and girl, you spray this, you let it sit for like 30 seconds, and then you rub it in, it like absorbs everything. So this is what I took with me to New York. This is what I normally reach for. I do really like the Dry Bar dry shampoo for brunettes because it's darker, but for actual like quality of product, I do think this one does a better job. I just wish they made this for like brunettes too, because then I would never need any other dry shampoo. But this is amazing. It soaks up everything. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, another absolute game changer, the Beauty Blender Insta Clean. So this is basically a spray that you spray on a towel, paper towel, whatever. Actually, I spray it right on my beauty blender, but then I take the towel or paper towel, and I like basically just squeeze the beauty blender clean. You don't need water, you don't need anything. You spray this on, wipe it down with the towel, and your sponge is brand new. Obviously, deep clean your sponges, your brushes, everything. Bacteria grows in that. Makeup sticks. There's just a lot of gunk. But if I'm traveling, I'm not gonna sit there and be washing my makeup brushes. If we're being completely honest, on a good week, I wash my makeup brushes, like deep clean them once. Typically, I'll go longer, let's be honest. But this is everything when I'm traveling, because if I have, for example, if I for some reason only took one eyeshadow brush, which isn't the case, but let's say I did that, I would put my crease color on with the eyeshadow brush, spray a little bit of, and a little bit goes a long way. Spray a little bit of this on the bristles, wipe it clean, it's dry, it's clean, it's ready to go. I can go in with another color. Do the same thing, go in with a dark color. Do the same thing, go in with that first light color and like blend it out, and it's amazing. But it's just really great when you're traveling, because nobody wants to waste time deep cleaning makeup brushes while they're traveling. But it's also good at home, because sometimes you just need like to do a quick clean before you film another makeup tutorial, in my case, or before you just do your makeup the next day. So it's made for the Beauty Blender, but I used it on both my beauty blenders and my makeup brushes, so yay to that. Let's go in with a primer. The Cover FX Gripping Primer. If you want makeup, if you want a primer that makes your makeup go like, and literally like, it just, like, it's called gripping primer because your makeup will grip on to this primer, stick to your face, it will last all day. This is hands down one of the best primers I've ever used. It also gives your skin like a very, you know how like glass skin was very in 2019? I'm obsessed with that, just because for me, glass skin, like I think porcelain doll, like perfect skin, glowing, no bumps, no pores, no nothing. That's kind of what I think about when I think about the gripping primer from Cover FX. It kind of does all of that. It's not necessarily a pore blurring primer, so if you still like suffer from heavy duty pores, and you want to add a little bit of like Professional or Tatcha Silk Canvas and kind of like blur out the pores, do you. And sometimes I will double up, but this is like, if I needed one primer, this would be it. That's a pretty heavy statement, because now I'm thinking of like 2 other ones that I need because I do have heavy pores. But you get my drift. You get my drift. This has been my go-to in January. All right, let's do a little bit of skincare. Do I need to say much about this? If you follow me on Instagram, you're probably thinking like, please don't say anything. We hear you talk way too much about this product. But for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the Erna Laszlo Multitask Eye Serum Mask. Did I get that right? I did, hey! Okay, I'm like way too excited. But I also keep these in the fridge and I use these. Look, I use them a lot because I just like the way they feel, and I really do feel like they make my under eyes like smooth and light and glowing. And obviously the more I use this product, the more beneficial and long-term the results will be. But you don't need to. Like when I originally started using like eye patches, I was really stingy with them. I would only use them on special occasions or like when I had shoots and stuff like that. Now I probably use them like 4 times a week, and the only reason I don't use them every day is because a part of me is still a little stingy with them. I'm like, I don't want to just use it just because I'm sitting at home editing all day. But these are amazing. They're meant to depuff, brighten, and get rid of fine lines and wrinkles. Complete transparency, I haven't noticed the craziest difference when it comes to fine lines and wrinkles based off like this product alone, but when it comes to brightening your under eye and when it comes to depuffing, this thing works like voodoo magic. So get on it. I guess we'll stick to skincare because I only have one more skincare product, and this is all about pregnancy skincare. My skincare routine is all about what I need to do, make sure I don't get stretch marks, or how clear can I keep my skin, and how can I get rid of acne scars when I'm not allowed to use half the products that would normally do that. So pregnancy skincare, oh, it's a whole nother crazy ballpark. This is the Elemis Japanese Camellia Body Oil Blend. So this is a product by Elemis that's specifically for pregnancy, for stretch marks. I guess not, I shouldn't say for pregnancy, it's specifically for stretch marks. So you can get stretch marks obviously from other things. I just kind of connect the two with pregnancy. This is my second bottle. In all due respect, actually that makes no sense. In complete transparency, but I already said that once this video, so it's kind of annoying that I'm saying it again. But in complete transparency, the other bottle only had about 1/3 of it because when they shipped it to me, it had completely spilled, but I was able to save like 1/3 of it. And I used it, I was obsessed, and this is the second bottle, and I'm gonna be obsessed. I use a lot. I literally shake it out of my hand, rub it together, rub the hoo-has, titties, the boobs, whatever you want to call them, milk makers. Then I take some more. I do that all over my stomach, literally the front, the sides, do the love handles, because I know a lot of women get stretch marks around their love handles, and then do the same and do the sides of my butt and the back of my butt. So I literally cover half my body in this oil every morning and night, and so far, no stretch marks. Yay. Next up is another product that, again, I hate that I always refer to Instagram on YouTube, but that is where I'm like the most active and like up to date. But the Charlotte Tilbury Rose Stoned Rose, I never know if it's rose first, stone first, whatever, Stoned Rose Beauty Palette. I took this with me to New York. It was the only palette I took for my face and eyes. Actually, I did take like 2 other eyeshadows, but this was the only like actual palette I took. And it has everything that you need. It has highlighter, 2 different blushes, bronzer, 3 eyeshadows. You can't, I mean, you can create a decent amount of looks. You can't create a lot of looks with this palette, but it's enough for me to be like, it has the colors that I love. So it's okay if I'm going out of town for, you know, a few days. I know I'm gonna just be doing like my go-to glam. I've done makeup tutorials with this. I think this is included in 2 like IG makeup tutorials. I'm obsessed. It's easy. I love Charlotte Tilbury products. Very blendable, very buttery. and it's just quality. It's really great quality products, and it also has a great sized mirror in there. So, oops, love that palette. I'm just gonna stick to makeup because we have 2 more makeup products and 2 more hair products, and then one really random, 2 other random products. Okay, we actually still have a decent amount to talk about, which is crazy because I'm almost out of breath because I feel like I've been talking a million miles per hour. I'm just really excited. I haven't done a favorites video in so long. Okay, but I'll just stick to makeup at this point. Ilia Color Haze Multi Matte Pigment. So good, you guys. I use this, I mean, you can use it for like multiple things, but I mainly use this as a cream blush. I really love it. I love the fact that it is clean beauty. It doesn't have all that crap in it that other like makeup does. I mean, I still use makeup that's not clean, so obviously it doesn't really matter that much to me, but I try to cut where I can, you know? So that's what the color looks like. It's just the perfect color, you guys. So I use this as a blush and it's just gorgeous. And you see that sheen to it? It's like just enough to make my cheeks look like they're healthy and glowing, and yeah, I just really like it. Last makeup item. This has also been a ride or die for me while I've been sick. I've talked about it. I think I kind of went a little in depth about why it's so important to use a powder like this when you are sick or tired, and the how to look awake or how to look healthy and awake while you're sick and exhausted, something like that. It was one of the first videos, actually I think it was the first video of 2020 that I filmed and uploaded. But basically, let me tell you what the product is, just in case you haven't seen that video. And if you haven't, you should. I will leave a link down below. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Glow. So this one has a glow to the powder. So just picked up a little bit on my finger. Let's use a different part of my hand. Focus on my hand camera. But it's so finely milled. Again, another super buttery product. Look at that glow, that sheen, that highlight. Okay, I use this all over my face, and you're probably looking at my hand, you're like, you basically put highlighter all over your face. Keep in mind, this is a really small area. I put on a really dense amount because I was using my finger and rubbing it around. Normally, I will go into the cap with a fluffy brush, swirl it around, tap it off, and then very lightly, not like with the finger and rubbing it, very lightly just like set my face before I go in with any powder products. So the reason I do this, especially when I'm sick, the reason why it's like part of my January favorites, even though this is normally a product I would reach for in the spring and summer, is because when you're sick, the way to make basically the way to fake that you aren't sick is to have tan and glowing skin. So normally what's associated with health is glowing, youthful, tanned skin. Think about it when you're on the beach in vacation on the summer and you see all these beautiful women like Baywatch style crawling around. You don't think, oh, they look ickly and sick. No, you think, wow, they look so beautiful and happy and healthy. And it's all because they literally probably have a tan and body oil all over from like tanning. So that's what it's all about. Put this all over your face, then go in with matte products to top it off. So you go in with a matte bronzer, a matte blush, and what this will do, it'll trick the eye into thinking that your skin underneath is just peeking through and it's glowing. So that's kind of like my little trick. This has been one of the ways I've been able to fake that I'm healthy and living life when I'm just actually really sick. Fun stuff, right? Okay, 2 hair products to talk about. Both are from Orbe. This one is a newer product to me. I started using this. Actually, I think the first time I ever used this was New Year's Eve. So it's the Heat Styling Shield Balm. You can, the directions say put it on your hair when it's damp. I use it on damp or dry hair depending on if I'm blow drying it and then heat styling it, or if it's air dried and then I'm going in with a heat styler. But you basically just pump a little bit out. From my amount of hair, which is quite a lot, I use about 3. I warm it up in my hands, and then I basically take it just at like the end, so like probably like from here down, and just coat all the ends of my hair, and then I go style. And I feel like it's just so important to protect your hair from heat, especially when you do your hair a lot. My shirt's like sitting really weird. Let's get it together, because I don't know, just obviously protect your hair. Does that really need an explanation? But I feel like once I started getting better at doing the steps of protecting my hair before and not just after, is when I started really seeing hair growth. And obviously I'm pregnant, I'm taking prenatals. That really does make a difference too. But I wasn't one of the lucky pregnant people where like my nails got long and my skin started glowing and my hair just like whoosh. Like for some reason my nails were still breaking and chipping. My skin was horrid until like halfway through my second trimester, and my hair did start growing really fast, but it was like really dead. For some reason I would have to keep cutting a lot off frequently. So by doing this, it kind of just helped. And then we have the Orbe Icy. I was trying to combine Orbe and texturizing, but the Orbe texturizing dry spray. First of all, I love the way Orbe products smell. It makes me happy, but I don't know if you'll even be able to notice this because I have like so much crap in my hair, but oh god, it smells so good. But I literally put it in and I juice it like that, and you can kind of see like the volume already. Obviously, like I've been like straining and flattening my hair, so I don't know how much it's gonna hold right now. But normally what I'll do is my hair will be down and I will go through it. I will spray it, like pull, spray, let it sit for like a minute. That's also another mistake. I should let this like get a little more tacky, and then I'll take my fingers through and I'll just like juice my hair, and I'll create this beautiful volume and texture. Like I'm a model, I just got out of bed kind of look. So I love this stuff. I've raved about this in blog posts. I think this was actually included in my it's the video I uploaded in the beginning of 2019, so it was my 2018 favorites. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But this is probably like one of my like ride or dies. This is a travel size. I have a bunch of travel sizes, and then I have like 2 normal sizes because I have one in each bathroom. I have one in like every nook and cranny of this house because it's that good. I need some water. That was so stupid. But that brings me back to the video and to my next favorite. And I hate when there's lipstick on straws, by the way. So that's kind of pissing me off. But my Yeti cup, you guys. Hi. So I got this guy when I got pregnant. But I've been using Yeti cups for a lot longer than that. I just had the 20-ounce one. And then when I got pregnant, I was just always hot and thirsty. So I got a bigger one because one of like my cravings during pregnancy have been salt and lemon, and that also goes for my water. I don't put salt in my water, but I like salty and lemony things, basically is what I'm trying to say. But I'm obsessed with lemon water. So I basically take this, I put a bunch of ice cubes in there, fill it up with water, squeeze half a lemon. I normally, well, a lemon will get me, depending on how much lemon I want in the water, like 3 to 4 of these. So I basically drink 1 lemon a day because I have about 4 of these a day. Or I try to at least, because that's like 120 ounces. I feel like that's a good amount of water while you're pregnant. So yeah, I love this because it keeps your drink cold. Now, it won't necessarily keep it so cold that the ice cubes don't melt, but even when the ice cubes melt and you take a sip, cold, refreshing water, which is also really weird for me to say because I've always hated cold water. I've always liked room temperature water until I got pregnant. And then shit just changes. You guys, got one last product. Woo! We have eye drops. These are the Roto Cool Redness Reliever Lubricant Eye Drops. That's a mouthful. But basically, these are like crack for your eyes. If you want like, you know, like when you take, what's that? Is it Listerine mouthwash? That one that like literally you like swish it around and like it burns your mouth and your eyes water because it's like that minty. This is, this is gonna sound really weird, but this is like the eye version of that. But the reason I love this, again, is because I've been so sick all of January that this is the only thing that's kind of made my eyes look white, like the whites of my eyes look white and me look awake. So I literally put one drop in each. I obviously try not to use it every day because I know that's not good. But when I need to go out in public, I definitely use this. And yeah, that's amazing. You can get that at your local drugstore, okay? I feel like I've literally talked a million miles per hour. I feel like I also sound a little crazy because I'm congested still. And, you know, I'm just rolling with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna go now. I just realized, like, my lipstick is starting to fade on the inside of my upper lip. But hopefully you can't see that. Thought for a second I had lipstick on my teeth this whole video. I'm like, oh, that's great. Just talked for like 30 minutes and now I'm not gonna be able to use the footage. But I think we're good. Are you good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Woo! I am on one today. So for all of you people who have just tuned in, this is kind of how I am in real life, but I try to tone it down a little bit. I sounded really weird because I'm so congested. But yeah. Okay, I think I'm done because my pregnancy brain was not allowing me to think. But anyways, make sure you guys like this video. If you love favorites, if you want this every month, these are one of my favorite videos to watch, but I don't feel like people do them that much anymore. So let me know if it's something you enjoy and I will keep filming them for your viewing pleasure. And also just leave me a comment, drop down below and say what's up to your girl, or let me know what kind of videos you want to see. And yeah, I'm trying to like really stay on top of it because come like mid-March, I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling because the baby's due on April Fool's. So we'll see how this goes, right? Anyways, I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye.